good? What's good, family? What's good, family? What's good, family? What's good? Oh, yeah, y'all ready for that WAP talk? That WAP. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that WAP, y'all. Let's talk about that WAP. Because we out here dumbing ourselves down with the whoppity wop, wop, wop. Oh, this bringing them in. The WAP really bringing y'all in. Oh, yeah, this ain't no whoppity wop talk. Well, let's talk about it. What y'all think about that song? What do y'all think about the WAP? The WAP. What do y'all think about the WAP? Talk to me. Because it's honestly a strategy to dumb us down. It ain't nothing but no prostitution up in here. That song is to strictly dumb you down. I ain't hear nothing uplifting whatsoever with the WAP. Why is it that we are selling prostitution right now? Literally trash. It's nothing but prostitution. And we out here singing along to this prostitution anthem. I'm confused of what is the meaning and the purpose about this song. It is strictly disgusting and it's nasty. You said it's not trash. What you call it? Boo-boo, what you call it? Because subconsciously that can play a huge role in your mentality and the way you react to this world. It's not uplifting at all. I'm sorry. It is catchy. Yo, and that will play with us subconsciously if we believe that the WAP is just a trend and we out here singing along. It's some hoes in this house. You want to be a hoe? You want to be in that house? You want to be in that hoe? You want to be in that hoe house? Girl, yes, it is literally to make us less than ourselves. That is literally what it is. It ain't nothing uplifting whatsoever. And yes, it is catchy because subconsciously it wants to play with your mind and wants you to believe that that is the way you gonna keep a man is by busting it open on the bedroom. You are not going to keep a man by what you can do in the bed. I'm sorry to tell you, beautiful. I'm sorry to tell you, queen. That's not how you gonna do things out here. That's not how you keep a man is by what you do in the bedroom. If you sound like macaroni, that's not what it is. That's all this music is though. All this music is trying to promote prostitution. The women that are singing these songs that are mainstream are promoting prostitution. So now they want us to have OnlyFans. They want us to be strippers. The strippers are teaching the children nowadays. It's the latest thing is to be half naked out here. They don't want you to have a mind for yourself. They don't want you to be uplifting and give back to the community. It's not a good song to listen to, but that's how the people make their songs now. It's unfortunate, but you have to control what you can control, and that's your reality. You don't got to listen to that trash because all it is going to dumb you down. Literally, it's going to dumb you down. It is not going to uplift your mind because now you're going to be out here thinking that's your value in life. You are much more than sex. That's the bare minimum. Either listen to it or not. Exactly. But when it's mainstream, they are going to constantly promote garbage to our ears. They are going to constantly promote this foolishness to believe that this is right. Just because it's a trend right now, do not mean it's right. To be out here paying, busting it open, and getting bought for sex. Give me everything you got. That's what they said. Give me everything you got for this. For this coochie. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you mean to tell me you are not valuable enough than sex? That is your value is sex? That is not it. And exactly all this is a pawn. All these celebrities are pawns because they getting paid off of a check to slow you down, to distract you, for you to sell yourself. They don't want you to be smart and educated. They want you to believe like that's the way to a man's heart. They want you to believe that. What about men making these songs? They are all of it is trash, sis. They all garbage, sis. But right now, it's the WAP for me. It's the WAP for me. It just took me there. they all trash and don't listen to none of it. You don't gotta listen to these mainstreams that they pushing out, because trust me, if a black person talk downly about any other race, it's hatred. But let black people make garbage music saying that we gonna kill each other, talking about sex. They pushing it. Apple pushing it. They pushing it out. Right? It's always want to be Meg goes to college, blah, 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 but she's not promoting that at all. And they know what to promote. Yes, they know that sex will sell. All you gonna do if you listen to this, you is just gonna be a baby mama. That's what they want you to be. And being a baby mama is just ghetto. I'm sorry. Being a baby mama is just ghetto. Because all you gonna do if you lay down with somebody, you gonna come up with a baby. That's a possibility. And you're not married to this person, and you just want a check from this person. You're not supposed to be having sex with everybody you interact with. What is up with that? This whoppity wop wop. Straight stuck in the matrix. And that's what it's trying to have us be. They trying to have us out here lost in the sauce by listening to garbage mainstream rap. And unfortunately, they push this. They don't push the conscious rappers. They don't push the conscious music. They push the garbage to leave us stuck, to leave us out here believing that this is the truth. Just because it's trendy right now does not mean it's truth. And I am just so disgusted that this is the music that they are pushing. And I'm so disgusted. Some women believe that this is the truth, that how you keep a man is by busting it open. By you gotta pay me for what you want. You gotta know your value. Girl, men talk about nasty stuff all the time. Ain't nobody talking about that. Go on my page. I definitely talked about little this, little that, talking all this junk, because that ain't the way either. But we can't keep pointing fingers about men do this, women do this, because what's the change gonna be? Somebody gotta demand change out here. This ain't right either way. Women do it or men. The music is garbage. This music is trash. And they got young women. I don't care if you don't want to be a role model. Young women are listening to this because they are bobbing to this, subconsciously believing that this is what it is. Believing that this is the truth because a celebrity that's just a pawn is saying it. Just because they get a check, they believe in it. So you have to be conscious and you have to be aware of the moves you're making, because people are watching you. Either way, if you don't want to be a role model, but at least be considerate to the young women. Their mental is not there. They can't think for themselves. So now what? So now we just gonna act like this is okay? Get my spirit right? Because that is only gonna tarnish your spirit. Listening to that demonic spirit that they pushing. When I heard it, it made me feel like I just dumbed myself down. It made me feel unloving, ungodly, because to say that you have to pay me for sex, that they are promoting prostitution. All the women in these mainstreams on this platform are only promoting prostitution right now. I'm not talking about the men right now. Today's topic is WAP. Today's topic is the music that is promoting prostitution, and to believe that this is okay is ridiculous. It's honestly tragedy, the world that we living in. And I honestly feel bad for the kids. That's what I really feel bad for. And yes, you know, I hear, oh, let women be free. We are internal beings. You can't be free up in here. You can't just have anybody up in you. Everybody can't be coming up in you. You are internal beings. You can't just have it your way. I'm going in because I am tired. I am so tired of seeing that this is okay when women are using their power irresponsibly. Honestly, it's just irresponsible that you believe that sex will keep a man in order to be loving, in order to be a queen, in order to feel like that's your value in life. Yup, that little girl has no role models and fall in love with the trap. Look, one of the lyrics said, I like my men that drink Hennessy and weed. So all you want is somebody that's an alcoholic and a weed smoker? What about the brothers that are builders? What about the brothers that are doing things for the community. That is what they're hearing. Yes, the beat is nice. The beat is nice. That subconscious vibrations can, the way you even think and react to this world to believe that this is okay. I just think you should be aware of the music that you are listening to. Because the mainstream, exactly, the mainstream is garbage. And you have to understand who's running the mainstream, who's trying to push these rappers and these artists that doesn't have a message, that isn't conscious, that isn't woke. They want to dumb you down. They want to leave you stuck, and they want you to buy their product and be entertained. They don't want you to make conscious moves to better society and better humanity. They want you to just be out here having sex for money. They want you to be selling yourself for money. They want you on drugs. They want you to be alcoholics. They want you to be weed smokers. They want you to be popping pills. No wonder why all these artists are depressed and sad, because all of them are popping pills. All of them are truly alcoholics because they don't even like their position in life. They don't like how they had to sell their souls for some money. They ended up selling their soul for this, y'all. And when you gotta do a contract, when you gotta sign anything, when you gotta watch what you say, because you are under control. They controlling these pawns. They only are pawns out here. They need to hear them. Wake them up. You need to come on this live and wake them up with me. I'm about to request you. I want you to come on, talk in, because I am tired. I am tired. I'm waiting for you. I am tired. Hey, if my brother don't answer, which my brother.
Man, it's sad, man. What's up, Tara? Man, it's so sad because I've been preaching this for a long time, man, about us being mindful of what we let into our spirits. And it's the men, it's the women. But at what point, as a community and as people, that we're gonna say, you know what? That's not right. Yet, like you said, the beat snapping is sounding good, but the substance behind it. What about the innocent little girls that's 11 years old, 10 years old, that mama's doing whatever, daddy's doing whatever? Who says, hey, baby girl, this is getting inside your spirit? Like, yeah, and I don't think a lot of people understand that, what you said, though, because it's more about that subconscious mind. I'm preaching now. What about that right there that gets us like, oh, next thing you know, your mind starting to think about busting it open. Can I keep it real? And doing these things. But like, hold on now. Hold on. And it's just not the like the comments are saying. The WAP is the topic of today, but it's all these mainstream artists, man. What are you talking? What message are you getting across, man?
Yeah, because they thinking that you are supposed to even be having sex with anybody when you are supposed to be having sex with who you are married to. Because you can be possibly getting up with the baby, getting up with the STD. So they are even normalizing sex.
And one of my favorite things, man, is and I ain't gonna hate. I'm a spiritual being. But what gets me is that we are just how jacked up society is, and people miss their full potential by what they allow in their spirit, what they look at, what they hear, prideful ways. They miss the gift and that fire that's inside of them to prosper them, so they can have pretty much any and everything they want. But when they start allow these things into their spirit over and over and over and over and over again, what do we see? We start to see fruits of what they listen to. I'm preaching, Tara.
That's why I needed you. That's why I needed you to come in here and drop it for us, because it's so powerful to control what you listen to, control. Yep. You can't be seeing these reality shows. You can't be listening to this toxic music. No wonder why your life is in a hot mess, because of what you putting
inside. That's right. And that's, man, I'm telling you, man, it all goes back to society and what the world and society deems to be okay. And I really believe, as a real, my walk, as a real believer, it's certain things. Now, I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I make mistakes, because it says we all fall short of his glory. But what happens is we have to make a decision. Everybody else doing this, I'm not going to do it. Why? But then when you make that conscious effort to say, you know what? I am not going to listen to certain things. Just try it. I'm serious. I had to try because I could be straight, listen to all types of stuff. You know what I mean? And like now, I crank up some old school music, and even even in my position with my youth, it's like I'll listen to some stuff to see what they listening to. Because one of my guys, I ain't gonna call his name. What's that guy name? The new little popular little young rapper, Young Boy or something like that.
Oh,
And,
one of these
and
little ones.
yeah, and he was like, I'm on that suicide stuff. I'm on that I'm just like,
Demonic. It's not good for the
and
spirit.
I'm just but I'm so grateful because he respected me enough as someone close to him. He started not listening to that as much, and we've been able to see his life just turn around. We've been able to see so much happen in his life because he said, you know what, I can't be listening to that, and we're able to sit here and watch it, man.
And that's what I feel like once I did a 360 and stopped listening to these mainstream artists, this mainstream music, I ended up getting more conscious, being more aware, having critical thinking skills because I'm not interested of what's the world
That's
has.
right.
We gotta be in this world, not of it, but it is consuming us. Believe that this is success. You gotta have the latest drip. Idolizing things
Yep,
though.
that's right.
Items.
Yeah, look what my brother said. He said the Bible teaches us the devil's in the world. The devil told Jesus, if you worship me, I give you everything. The world offers, and basically when we submit to promoting what we worship in the devil. And he right.
Yes.
He
That's
right. And I know for me and my house and the ones that are close to me, I want everything God got for me, Tara. I
yeah.
want it all. I want it all. And there's a certain way that we gotta walk. There's a certain level, like you said, it's a certain level of vibrations that we're called to be higher. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta, like, we can't dumb ourselves down and get ourselves feeling all, yo, it sounds good, like, bro. And I even heard the whole song. All I heard was they on Instagram. They showed like a little bit of the what you call it, girl, the little minute. I said, oh, they talking about that. Oh,
It's so, but it's so powerful because I
it
felt it
is.
in my spirit because I
Yeah,
understand the control they are about to have over young minds.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
they are pushing out here, and you have to be conscious of what you listen to. Yes, the beat is fire, and
yeah,
all songs with the beat is fire, but what is the message behind this beat?
yeah, yeah. What's the message? That's right. You
But
nailed it, girl. That got me excited. Hey, we gotta do this more often, man.
felt like my life has made a 360 once I stopped listening to that music.
Same here. And I even I think about like taking time just to meditate. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
and that's I wish that the people that listen to certain things like this over and over again can just take 1 week and say, you know what? I'm going to listen to something else for 1 week instead of listening to this trash. And I bet you're gonna have more peace. I bet you ain't gonna be thinking of crazy thoughts. And to my dudes, I bet you we still ain't. I bet you won't be looking at women like they're a piece of steak.
Yes.
It totally just transforms the mind when you get that stuff out, man, and can
Yes.
just focus on what's true, what's real, what's important, man. Because we in crazy times, Daryl.
Or like, look at these rappers. Why are they always popping pills? Why are they drinking medicine?
Yeah.
Why are they always smoking weed? Why are they always numbing their pain?
Sad.
So you
Yeah.
understand, but then they glamorize this life, and that's the only way a brother
Yeah.
can make money.
That's the
It's,
only way he can make it. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
being
and that's
rapper.
the thing about it. Tess, like, I get the struggle. You know what I mean? I get the ones that was born in the gutter. That's all they've seen. But it takes those that have made it out the streets, that made it that's made it out made it out to say, hey, you know what, man? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I was in there. But guess what? There's a way out, Tara. There's a way out, and it's just I think that's why they need more young folks like yourself and me and other brothers on the line and other sisters say, you know what, man? There's certain things that we didn't ask for. You know what I mean? You got
Yes.
people that's been born in the hood. I respect it. That's all they know. Hey, I gotta serve to get out. This is how I'm gonna get out. But it takes us that say, you know what? I get it. I respect it. Now let's get out and bring somebody else out along with you, man.
Yes. Yes. Just because they pushing it does not mean it's right. Just
That's
because
right.
the latest trend right now doesn't mean it's right. Just because we speaking our beliefs don't mean we a hater.
That's right.
It's
That's right. Because
real.
I respect it. Yeah, I respect it, and I think, but it also goes. I think that when I was talking yesterday to some kids, and we were talking about like everybody, for the most part, everybody can hear, right? But a lot of people can't comprehend.
Mm.
So you can hear, they can hear what we're saying, but can you just take? And I think a lot. I think a lot of times there that folks their perspective is jacked up.
Mm.
They don't give themselves to see on the other side. We see my way, it's going to be this way, this is the way I see it. But we oftentimes forget that, hey, let me take a second, step back, and view it from this person's
Mm.
point of view. And that's what I wish, even the people watching this live, I want them to hear us, receive us, but then not get upset, but take a second and say, okay, you know what? Let me evaluate myself. Let
Yeah.
me see, am I viewing it correctly? Because Tara, I preached a sermon last month. It was called "Wake Up and Open Your Eyes." And
Mm.
we have so many people they're up, they're up, they're awake. Tara, they woke. But I ain't gonna preach on your live because I got to get off. But listen, can I say this real quick?
Yes.
In the sermon, it was talking about Jesus. Jesus went up to the garden of Gethsemane, right? And what happened was the disciples they were asleep. He said, "Hey, I'm finna go over here and pray," and but they were asleep. And
Mm.
Jesus came back. 3 times Jesus prayed the same prayer. He came back. He said, "Hold on, y'all sleep." He said the spirit is willing. He said the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The
Mm.
spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He said, beware of temptation, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going through right now. Temptation is just being thrown on us. But when we're not filled with something inside of us that's gonna say, hey, let's get out this thing. Hey, you can make it out. Hey, turn that stuff off. Hey, watch me. Don't watch them. Then we begin to see the fruits of our labor, of what we do. What's up, Brian? And it's just so great. So we gotta wake up, Tara. We
Yes.
gotta wake up.
And that's just us having the self-awareness to
Yep.
ourselves, realizing the bigger picture of the distractions, of the temptation.
Yep.
When the devil come your way and they
Yep.
come all over out here today,
Yeah.
conscious of it. And that's what it has to be,
It
man.
has to be. We got to be up. We can't sit here and allow this stuff. And that's what you're doing right now. And I salute you. You're bringing awareness to the problem. You see what I'm saying? You're bringing awareness because Tara, I love kids. You hear me? That's why I'm a youth minister. I
Yeah,
love them kids because
me
every
too.
last one of them got a gift inside of them.
Yes.
Every last one of them got a gift inside of them. And see, what gets me is that stuff corrupt. Like adults gonna be adults. Hey, listen, we can just help you out a little bit, give you a little nod, drop a little gem here, drop a
Right.
little gem there. But Tara, it comes to these kids, man. I heard some on the radio. I'm just like, I can't believe they just said that.
And you have to speak life in these
You
kids
do.
early
You
on,
do.
or they gonna be brainwashed by somebody else, brainwashed by social media and idolizing these celebrities and thinking
Yeah.
the way to go.
And that's not it, man. And I hate to see it, man. And it breaks my heart. Even like, I like rap music, Tara. I like rap music, and most of my music that I listen to is gospel rap. They got some dudes saying like they be throwing. I'm talking about my boy Mod, my boy Glow. They be going in. Tara. Beat me justice. Hey, he got one song. I can keep my eyes on Jesus.
Good conscious music out there, but they not pushing that
That's
though.
right. That's right.
They want to
But
dumb us down.
But it takes us, man, that get it, and we make a way. We do our part in
Yeah.
putting it out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because we care so much, man, about the kids and about really society and people in general, bro. And it's like, man, like if we can all get a hold of this thing, like, hey, man, listen, I ain't gonna listen to no trash at least for 1 week.
Yeah. And it's a habit. It's gonna be a habit, but start small. Just start day by
Yeah.
day.
And it's so, watch this now. So when we listen to all this mess, right? So this is what we used to listen to. So when we do have hard times, some mess done popped off, guess where we going, Tara? We
Right.
going to put that trash in our ear, thinking that's gonna help us. But then you made a great point about the alcohol usage and the drugs and all this. So guess what we finna start doing now? Instead of putting some stuff in our ear that's gonna build us up, putting some stuff in our ear that's gonna fill that void. I ain't talking about putting no Band-Aid on no mess. I'm talking about straight up heart surgery.
You gotta heal yourself out
You gotta heal yourself. You putting a Band-Aid on some mess.
They're not trying to heal you. They trying to keep you stuck. They trying to keep you distracted.
Yep.
They don't want you to reach your fullest potential, the God in you.
Yep. It's in there. Hey, that spirit is running flesh. Hey, waiting on you to say, yeah, all right, Lord, your will, not mine. Tell me where you want me to go. Hey, I'm there. And I think if we can get a hold of this, Tara, as a society and as a group of people to say, you know what, this is what I think I need. Because Tara, watch this. I gotta say this, T. So many people right now have jobs that they hate. So many people don't like going to work. They don't want to be at work. They stressed out. Why? We have to ask ourselves, are we in the will of God? Have we submitted our life? Have we humbled ourselves? Have we got down on our knees and say, Lord, I'm here, Harold Tisdale, put me where you want me to put me. I'm humbling myself. Give me the job that you have, that you want me to have. Give me the strength. Put me where, now, T, this is what I'm going to do.
Yes, you're right. We want to do what we want to do because we grown, right?
Because we grow, hey, and we weigh a size 10. Hey,
we feel like we know it all, but it has to be a time where we gotta surrender to God and get rid of. We gotta get out of the dumpster and start surrendering to our calling here in life.
Yeah,
man.
I agree. But thank you, man. I ain't gonna be on too long, but thank you for having me in, man.
I
miss you too. You know, I've been to Alabama out here working. I gotta tell you about that, man. But we gotta do this more. Maybe we do it once a week. It's sitting me. Cause I woke up this morning and it said, hey, all that we do for Christ shall last. I'm paraphrasing, but only what we do for the Lord. Hey, guess what, T? I'm gonna give him everything I got, girl.
I need you. I miss you so much.
I miss you too, girl. But listen, hit me up. We gonna get it. Shout out to my folks that tuned in. Hey, we gotta watch what we hear, T. We gotta watch what we viewing, T. We gotta go.
The devil trying us.
Hey, he's trying us. I'll see you later, girl.
Bye, I love you.
Bye.
My brother. Oh my gosh, y'all. What's up? Hey, Fresh, if you still in the building, you gotta come on. I'm about to go live with you real quick. Talk to him, because you was talking that talk in the comments, because that is just the power. What's good, my brother?
What's happening?
Oh, my brother. Yo, you was just talking in the comments, but I needed you on here real quick to talk to the people.
Yeah, man, that's what it's so funny, man. I was doing, like, before the pandemic, I had a class in a women's prison. So I'm dealing with like 100-something women every week. And that was just like a lot of stuff we was talking about. And like one thing I used to always preach to them is like jail is not your punishment. Like jail is actually your promotion. And so what I used to challenge them on is like, what got you in jail? And they talk about these dudes and this drama, this girl, that girl. And I'm like, and you don't even realize, like, your mind is just so caught up in whatever system you grew up in that your whole life you've been operating this wrong system. So because, like, for instance, it's this lady who killed her daughter, right? And she was like 15. Her daughter was like 2. She killed her daughter. But the thing was, though, like, her mom beat her growing up. So this is all she knew. And there's another girl in there who's like, man, I've been giving head since I was 8 years old. And she like, my mom was prostituting me. And so now you hear these songs, and these songs promoting the same thing that you grew up in this system in. And now you like, dang, it's okay. And then you see the money and the fame that's coming along with it. And now it's like you caught up in this system. And now it's like God got to put you in a position where he got to break that cycle that you used to. Yes. And that's all it is. Like, you know, you got kids running around here playing with guns and robbing and stealing. And it's like, it's the system we grew up in. And now the entertainment that we looking at is not even helping it. It's not like encouraging us. It's promoting it. So now it's like, oh, only thing I see is selling dope. and now I see this person right about selling dope, and he get millions of dollars. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep selling dope. So I'm gonna be just like him. You feel me though?
Yes. They got
Like,
us out here chasing the bags and chasing the money and not wanting us to go into our fullest God potential. And that's when it has to be. We got to get on our knees and just go to God, because they want us to get us further and further away from our calling with God.
from our calling, exactly. And like I like to tell the kids, especially like the kids in the detention home, is like everybody was created with a calling or a purpose. And it's like you've been through so much hell, hot water, and that didn't take you out. So what you was talking about, like the rappers talking about the drugs and stuff like that, it's like it's all a trick for us to kill ourselves. It's like the bullet ain't kill us, the hood ain't kill us. Okay, jail keeping us, and it's like, but now what? If I can't kill you, I'm gonna have you kill yourself. And then even that might not work. And if that don't work, okay, but if you can't kill yourself, I'm just gonna exclude you from the whole plan, period. Like, and
Yeah.
so it's like, and people gotta realize that like it's a trick though.
It's the matrix. They want to keep you in the matrix.
Yeah, it is.
And some part has to step out and realize, okay, this ain't right. And I'm just realizing, like, wow, just once you take away the garbage and just eliminate that and just view life from a bird's eye view and see what it is and how the music is making the people possess. Yes, that's gonna be a club banger, because look, when you in a club, you popping bottles, you under drugs, and you in a very demonic dark space because you trying to get away from what is your real life, and that is only to distract you. Being in a club is only a distraction away from your real life.
When I was growing up, like I grew up in the ghetto, right? And so, and when I grew up in the ghetto, only thing I seen was three things: either you hoop, well, four things: either you hoop, you rap, or you sold up, or you was a jack boy. And so
Wow.
if you ain't making it playing basketball, or you making it as a musician, you sold up, or you was a jack boy, because it was the athletes and the rappers who had what we desired. But if that didn't work, it was the drug dealers and the jack boys who had what we couldn't get from the positive things. And so obviously it seems as if basketball take too long. I need it right now. The music ain't guaranteed. I need it right now. So you got 14, 15-year-olds riding around the hood on rims and Monty C's and Benzes, 18, 19-year-olds with mini mansions. You feel me? So this is what I want right now. But on the flip side, you had the 19-year-old, 20-year-old who had his own business. You had the 23-year-old who already had a master's degree. But we never seen that. So we never had a chance to aspire to be that. So my whole thing was, when I figured it out, I said, well, since I never seen it and nobody around me ever seen it, because all my friends like this, I'm going to be the one they see. And so I started making myself, I'm gonna go to the prisons, I'm gonna go to the detentions, I'm gonna go to the places where I was once, like, so they can see what this look like. Because only thing they need to do is see it. Like LeBron James not special. Like, he grew up in the projects like us. His daddy wasn't around, his mom was a crackhead. That's so many kids' story. But the difference is that kids never had a chance to see someone make it out the projects. So God had to use somebody.
Yes, to be a vessel. And it's possible. Everything
It's possible.
And showing the youth that it's possible, because you got to get them while they young, or they going to either be brainwashed by society, but they don't want you to tap into your God's truth and just the truth tap to the world, to give to the world. And it's all distraction. It is so sad, the world, what's the world is coming to. And I don't want men to view women as being strippers, like every woman just wants you for your money, or every woman is just gonna pop it open. I don't want this to be it of what they promoted.
But the sad part though about it is, I was just having a conversation with my friend about this. So you talking about you know, the WAP song or whatever, and whatever. I don't judge nobody, whatever they make, and this stuff been going on for years. The sad part is that women especially feel like for you to make that kind of song, it had to already be in you. It's like you're not just making this song because this is a dope song. Like, you honestly feel like this. Like you honestly feel like this is how this is a level of success. This is how it work for women. This is how I got to this level. Like basically, like, you know, excuse my language, but you gotta just be blunt. But basically, niggas ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how women thinking. Like, and it's like, no, it is good men out. Like it's not niggas. It's good men out here.
Kings out here. But if you thinking that these dudes are niggas, then you probably think yourself as a bitch.
Exactly.
Nigga, because you a bitch. That's what you want.
Like I was cracking up because when the song started, it's like, it's some hoes in her, it's right. And I'm like, okay, so if this song played in the spot, you're gonna have all these girls dancing to this, and I'm like,
oh,
you just surrender yourself to being a hoe, like
literally. That's what I'm saying. This is a prostitution anthem that they are trying to promote, because give me everything you got. They said, give me everything you got to even yes to me.
Exactly. And then on a deeper note, like on the super spiritual side, it's like if you understand who the devil is and his purpose is, it's like his purpose was to always be God, not like God. He wants to be God. And so if one of the main things God loves is worship, and we're supposed to celebrate and enjoy God and the blessings of God. Now, one way God expresses this, and this is a main trait of God, is through music. God loves music. Music is from God. But the deeper side is this: if you understand who Satan is, or Lucifer was, he was head of the heavenly musical ministry. Like music is his gift. Like, in his body is musical instruments. Like so that's why the beat's so raw. Like, you feel me? And so his gift is to persuade heavenly angels into a worship towards God. Now, he say, if I can persuade people to worship another being through my gift, how come I can't use my gift to persuade people or beings to worship me in the same way they worship the Most High, right? Okay, it didn't work in heaven. He get kicked out of heaven, get thrown into earth. He says, so I'm gonna use this same gift. Nothing changed about the Lucifer, about the devil. Nothing changed about him. He using the same gift. He just using it for his glory now. So now, okay, I can make songs like WAP. I can make songs about smoking, drinking, killing. I can make these songs and make these people rich and have people praise them. But guess what? Every time they praise them, guess what they're really doing? They're not praising them, but they praising me. So every time you go to the club and there's 600 people in the club and this song come on, and everybody, hey, and the DJ say, stop the beat, and everybody singing this song, guess what they doing? All praises to Lucifer. Because it's the same thing in church. Think about it, in church. The music minister sing this song without the instruments. I love you, Jesus. Yes. You feel me?
You gotta know who you working for.
You gotta know who you working for.
Because the devil is working, and the devil is working through people, and especially in the media, and especially in the music, and in Hollywood. They are all
in Hollywood. That's why the scripture tells us, it says the devil is the prince of the power of the air, right? And if you go to it in a deeper context, it's saying he's the prince and the power of the airwaves. And when you think of the word media, that's just another mean for being in between. So the airwaves is in between everything we doing. Me and you having a conversation because we going through the airwaves, right? So like somebody's phone will get messed up at some point because it's too much positivity going through. Like through the airwaves. So every time we turn the TV, we see the homosexuality going on. We see my granny said the other day, one day, she said, how come every time I watch something, it's just so much killing and shooting going on? And it's like, but that's the reality. Like it's brainwashed. And again, like I said earlier, it's what you see. It's what you see. The more you see it, the more you be it.
Yes. And no wonder why things are just out of whack right now, because of what you can be listening to, what you watching on TV. If you wonder why your life is in drama, What are you watching? Your ears, what are you watching on TV? You gotta be mindful of reality shows and love and hip hop because they
Yeah.
don't want closer to your position in God. You have to spend time alone to think. That's why I think so clearly because I'm alone all the time and I see how the world is moving and what position we are going towards. We are being driven off of materialism.
Of materialism, yeah.
So when you over here chasing the bag, you over here thinking that's the only way you are successful. If you have money, that is not the true reward to happiness.
Like true freedom is in yourself. It's like understanding who you are. Like and you said something earlier about everybody having this third eye and being so woke, and it's like some people be so woke that they daydreaming. You feel me? And it's like it ain't even that deep because none of us can change the world. The world gonna be the world. But what I can change is the small world God got me in. You feel me? So my family, my friends, the people I encounter, the people that I encounter through social media. And so one of my homies said something so deep, man. I was like, because I don't go to the clubs and nothing. But I was like, bro, what if I just went to the club, you feel me? And I was in a section, I was just popping bottles and whatever. And he like, and my homie, he in the streets though, like, but this is my dog. He like, bro, like, bro, I'll be tripping though. I'm like, why you be tripping though? Like, you do it. He like, because like, you made it out. And he like, I ain't right where you at. But the fact that you made it where you made it to, it gives me hope that one day I can make it. You feel me? And so that's so important. It's really important. But the hard part is when you take the positive route, the world is going to be against you because you figure something out that the world never intended for you to figure out. The temptation comes from, okay, I like me, I rap, right? And I could be like, and I had to really train myself in this way. I said, I can talk about my lifestyle and how I grew up and make millions of dollars like every other rapper, or I can put out this positive message and don't make nothing, but I'm living my dream.
Yes. And that's what it is. And it's okay to live your dream. And that's what I'm saying. It's honestly faithful over famous. If you really want to be in your walk with God, because God over everything, you can't idolize money out here. That's what it's driven off of. And that's what the world is going towards. Why is it that we think success is money? We think that is successful when the true happiness is within, is being able to tap into our spiritual gifts, and you are living your dream every day. But society, the way social media is viewing things now, oh, we feel like we failures at life because we don't got enough money in the bank account. But if you're living your dream, what is there to complain about?
Man, it's so messed up though, because I just got engaged. And so man, the first thing somebody said to me was like this. I was like, yeah. He said, yeah, I see you got engaged. I said, yeah. He said, welcome to hell. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, what? I'm like, welcome to hell. I'm like, why is it welcome to? I'm like, marriage is supposed to be a beautiful thing. Like, why your marriage hell? Like, and if your marriage hell, why you telling me welcome to hell? No, you and like, and then we're talking to another dude, like another dude, he like, man, I'm telling you, man, like, marriage is a trick. I said, a trick for what? He like, man, men weren't meant to be with one woman. He said, you want to know why? He said, because there's too many women lying
that getting you off course, that tries to talk us in our ear to try to get us away from our truth.
From our truth. And that's the truth. It's like you want these songs such as them, you know, the WAP or whatever, they want you to worship the body and pay for these bodies and this and that. And it's like, but it's more beautiful if you worship that one woman, that one queen. You know, that's all her, that's all yours. You feel me though? Like,
and that's your wife though, and that's what God in for you to be with. You are not supposed to be sleeping around with everybody. That's what the media is trying to sell us, having sex with strangers. That's not who we not married to.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody's just gonna end up just being baby mamas, and that is so ghetto.
That's so ghetto. And man, my father just talked about this. talk about this yesterday. I was like, man, you know the crazy part. We talking about the porn industry, and I was like, you know the crazy part about it. I said, only thing porn is legalized prostitution.
Yeah.
Like, and it seems like that's the direction the world going in. Is prostitution and you know homosexuality.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate they don't want our brothers to be masculine. They trying to feminize you in every way impossibly to make it seem like this is okay. To make it like in order for life to be it, yeah, oh we gotta be gay or the women's gotta be hoes out here, be strippers.
Yeah, okay, especially in the black community. There's already a problem of deadbeat dads or male figures being around or you know fathers running out on their children, but then the women today is not making it no better because it's like, okay, just sell your body or just you know let it do a hit for the bread, you know, and get some money out of him. But like you said, but then he get pregnant, then you get pregnant. Now you mad because you thought you was playing a game on him, but at the end of the day, he was just doing what he was doing to get the buns. So now you stuck with this baby, and he don't want to deal with you, but you the one who been promoting it and set it up the whole time.
Set yourself up to fail like this.
Yeah, set yourself up to fail.
You have to think outside of this and be in this world, but not of it. And women, I feel like once women change, men have no other choice but to change. You have to know your value. Women, the only thing that's powerful is what's underneath this, what's your mind. That is how you gonna keep a mind. How do you carry your? That is no code to ethics. It's no morals out here anymore. It's no self-respect. People don't have respect for themselves, so they're willing to sell their what's underneath their pants for any bit of change. Any change. That's what the world is under right now. It's so sad that money is driving these folks in a disaster.
Right.
How we said this is all in money. Everything that everybody's doing, these demonic things, is for money.
For money, it's it for money. Like, and it's so crazy because, like scripture never tell you money. You know, it's the root to happiness. It never say the love of money. For the love of money is the root to happiness. It literally tells you for the love of money is the root to evil. Like
let it do that. If you let it control you,
if you let it control you, like if you let money have power over you, like it's going to lead to destruction. And I swear on everything. I just said this the other day. I said I thank God that I don't have the money that I ever desired right now. I said because it's things in me that I'm like, oh, if I'd have had some money, I'd have been broke. I'd have lost it. Like,
oh yeah, I would have been a sellout too. I would have been a pawn too.
I'd have been a pawn, and I'd have been a happy pawn.
Right, in my mansion, laughing at everybody. But honestly, that's why it's great that God has humbled us from the bottom, because when we do get to the top of whatever top it may look like, because this may be our top, but just to humble ourselves to realize just the truth of the consciousness of awakening, honestly, because we in an enlightenment stage in our life, and we are enlightened and unfold out here.
And I like what you said, like whatever the top may be, because me and my friends have these conversations all the time. Because I don't hang with people. I don't have meaningless relationships. Yeah. So me and my friends had these conversations all the time. And one of the conversations that we would have is like bro, like we're not chasing the dream. Like we're living our dream. And so whatever's in this dream, like the perception is that, okay, if I do have $10,000, I'm successful. Or, you know, you have some rappers rap about the watch and rap about this and that. But the thing they don't tell you is how hard it was to get to that level. How hard it is to maintain on that level. One of the Bible verses I really love is in the Bible. I can't think of the exact chapter or whatever, but it talks about, you know, when Jesus gives out the talents. And he said he gives, you know, 5 talents to one guy, 2 talents to another guy, and 1 to another guy. The thing that I love about it is that none of them ever asked for the talent. He just gave them based off of how they can manage the talent.
Mm.
And so some people, the guy who took the 5 talent turns to 10 talent. The one who took 2 turned to 4. The one who took the 1 buried it because he thought he didn't have enough to match what the 5 was. And it's like, but the thing is, he only gave you what you can handle on a level in which you can operate in.
Mm.
You feel me? So as an artist, I may not ever be Future, but as an artist, I've done things that other artists are praying to do. You feel me?
Yes.
You know, as you, as an actor, author, speaker, as these things, it's people who still trying to figure out how to get an audience. And it's like, I may have, Steve Harvey said something so powerful. He said, if somebody watching you, then you're successful. Because
Yes.
at some point when nobody paying attention.
Yes, and that's why I say, like, let's enjoy this process.
Yup, enjoy the process.
That's what it is. I feel like that's the true reward, just making things happen, planting the seeds, man, and watching it harvest day by day, watching it grow, watching the growth, watching the elevation. They don't want us to tap into this happiness right now, this type of gratitude, being grateful for each and every opportunity that we are presented with every day. We don't need to just wait till we get to the top, or wait till we get this amount of money to be happy. Be happy right now at this position in your life, because this got plenty more.
Exactly. Because the crazy part about it, because your husband or your wife might be on that level you're trying to get to, but you haven't got to that level yet because you haven't developed right now what that level requires for you to maintain on. You haven't developed right now what that husband or wife need for you to be at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
It's in us all. But if you are distracted by the media, by this music, then you are going to continue to set yourself backwards every time. That's why it's important to spend those crucial times in self-development, in self-awareness, and maneuvering in life.
Right. Like what I'm reading right now, and it just hit me today. I was reading Luke chapter 4 and chapter 5. And so I noticed something in Luke 4 is when Jesus established his leadership and who he was. And then in Luke 5, Jesus established his team. But in Luke 5, in order for him to establish his team, he had to prove to his team who he was and what his mission was in order for his team to follow and correctly, right? But the part that got me was in between his leadership, him establishing leadership, him establish his team, him establish his mission. It says several times that after he established himself as a leader, he went into privacy. When he went to go establish himself, went to go first establish his team, he separated himself, went into privacy, came back to his team, established his team, went back into privacy. And it was like every time he was trying to establish something, or he accomplished establishing something, he separated himself. Let me think about what I'm doing. Let me think about what I'm about to do. Let me execute it. Now let me go back into my duck off.
Yes, separation evolves evolution. Separation evolves evolution. That's what you be able to maneuver in this world, so you can be able to trade. Because if you have all these noise, chaos, all in your ear all the time, you don't know which to go.
Exactly. And so guess what? This is so deep though. God only gives us orders according to what he commanded. Like so for instance, you may be like, Lord, show me my purpose. Lord, what do I want to do? Like, Lord, I want to do this, I want to do that. How do I get there? And God like, well, I already told you what to do. And you like, okay, what was I supposed to do? And he said, I told you to separate from that person. I told you to separate from that thing. I told you to separate from that habit. But you want to take all these habits with you, right? So God told Abraham, leave your father and everything that belongs to him. Leave it alone and go to where I tell you to go.
Yes, that requires, man. That requires
That separation is that separation is so deep, because Abraham ended up staying somewhere for 25 years until his daddy died in order to get the next phase to where he's supposed to go. But God said, leave him. I told you to leave him the first time. So since you don't want to leave it alone, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you right here. I'm going to keep you right here. So you may feel like you stuck. You may feel like you went around the same mountain over and over again. But I'm going to keep you right here, because right here until that thing die, I'm not going to give you no more directions. So,
Listen to
oh, you don't
that.
want, you don't want to leave your friends alone? Okay, until some confusion and some disagreements happen, I'm not gonna give you no more direction to your purpose until you leave that thing alone. So either you gonna do it or I'm gonna do it. But if I do it, I'm gonna take my time and it's gonna hurt.
Yes, listen to God. Hey, IG about to kick us off out here, man. I appreciate you so much. I'm about to save this live, so y'all definitely check it out. Thank you so much for tapping in. IG about to kick us off, though. I'm going to hit your DM.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
out here. Thank y'all. Oh, this
Yeah.
is amazing.